this is going to be a little bit more interesting. Try to practice as much questions within my hour. Since the practice the exam's gonna be 2 hours. I don't know what the extension's gonna look like, but I'm gonna go ahead and practice as much as I can. To do and just treat this as I'm being focused right now. No distractions. Okay. So what does a flat do to a note? Lowers it half step. Which composer wrote the famous opera included in the Magic Flute? Mozart. Who composed the Four Seasons? Vivaldi. Which brass instrument typically plays the lowest note? Sousaphone. No. Tuba. Oh, shit, tuba. Okay. Piano minor C major C minor shares the same tonic. How many sharps are in the key of A major? Uh, A major is A major. F, C, and G. That's 3 sharps. Which cadence ends on the dominant and sounds unfinished? Half. Oh, tuba. Tuba plays lower. Who composed the Red String? Stravinsky. Who's known as Father Symphony? Haydn. Which type of chord is built on the first scale degree of a major tonic? Which brass instrument is used in marching bands and wraps around the sousaphone? What does allegro mean? Fast. Which brass instrument uses a slide instead of a trombone? Which instrument has the highest pitch in the woodland family? Flute. Who was a famous romantic composer known for piano music and died young? Chopin. What family does a violin belong to? String. Which dynamic marking means loud? Forte. How many beats does a whole note get in 4/4 time? 4 down. Which instrument family produces sound by vibrating the strings? Vibrating the strings is string family. Which is the lowest string on the violin? G. What is the relative minor of E flat major? C minor. What 20th century style uses no tonal atonal? What type of triad has a root of minor third and a perfect fifth? Minor triad. What musical period follows the classical period? Romantic. How many half steps are in a major scale pattern? 12. Which symbol tells musicians to play louder gradually? Crescendo. How many lines are on a standard staff? 5. How many vowels does a standard trumpet have? 3. What note is the leading tone in the key D flat major? Leading tone is C sharp diminished. Woodwind instruments usually made of metal and use a single saxophone. What symbol tells you to pitch a note? Clef. What is the dominant 5-chord G? What is 3 instruments the largest in the orchestra? Double bass. What is the key change to G major? One sharp in the south. And if I go technical, what is the relative minor of G? It's E minor. It is the same amount of sharps. Oh, and raises the note. Oh, wait. What symbol raises the note by 2 half steps? Double sharp. What scale has no sharps or flats? Okay, really? No sharps, no flats, really, dude? Are you that stupid? Are you that dang dumb and not know your music theory? It's C major. I just had to really add that. I bet y'all getting a laugh out of that question. I just thought I should have some humor out of the seriousness. Gregorian chant comes from, medieval. Which period uses harpsichord as the main keyboard? Baroque. Which clef is used for high-pitched instruments and voices? Treble. Okay, are you really that stupid asking that question? And I just really, now really? Hey, minor, now really this one? Which keyboard instrument definitely pitch in the keyboard layout? Oh, I know you. Minor third. What musical period came first? Baroque or classical? Baroque. What instrument is commonly used to tune the band or the orchestra? Oboe. The name of the distance between 2 notes. Intervals. A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. That's this one. What period is by Baroque? Because classical start with Bach's staff, it mostly bridges with it. You know, there. Said you. Perfect fifth. What instrument keeps a steady rhythm in a concert? Percussion? Okay. What does a sharp do to the note? Raise it a half step. What clef does a bassoon usually read? Bass clef, and sometimes it could be the high tenor clef if the notes are high enough. But it's mostly bass clef notes. Oboe. Okay, if it's 3, 4, it's going to be 1, 2, 3. Oh, I just done said the answer. 2. Very easy. Very elementary. Quarter note. Piano. Homophonic. United States. Romantic. Okay. Set a question. traditions today? Try a different set of questions. So I'm going to go ahead and try some free questions. Okay. So please choose your preferred answer. So I'm going to start the quiz. Which period is best known for development of jazz and rock and roll music? Jazz and rock and roll is Baroque. Early 20th century. Why in the... Oh no. Okay, I had that one wrong. It's okay. Which of the following traditions in Europe is best known for operatic works and symphonic music? Operatic works in... Wait. Which of the following traditions in music? Which of the following music traditions in Europe is best known for operatic works and symphonic works? And wait, which of the following traditions in Europe is known for operatic and symphonic works? Classical? Okay, next question. Which texture strings a single melody without accompaniment? That one is if it's single, if it's one voice, it's monophonic. Okay. Which of the following is true about MIDI sounds? MIDI meaning they can create... Wait. MIDI sounds. Which of the following is true? Oh, shoot, I should have thought it was D. Okay. Which articulation marking indicates notes should play short and detached? Legato, staccato, accent, marcato. Staccato? Okay. How does a conductor cue a soloist during a performance? How does a conductor cue a soloist during a performance? By using a dramatic hand gesture for signaling them to start. By making eye contact with the soloist. By lowering the baton and nodding. By lifting and pointing out. I think for the soloist, by lifting. And I had my turns as soloist in most of my life, so that's what my conductor did. That she lifted her hand, she pointed at me to say, hey, look, it's your turn. And we had to know to watch the conductor for all those changes. So, which of the following common feature or component for or being which of the following common feature of a component on both piano and guitar? Arpeggiation, block chords, ostinato, all the above. All of them? And I don't know guitar, but I just realized it. So everything, because I don't heard these terms in theory. Which of the following is true about timbre in music? Timbre is the quality of color or sound this one. Alright. Which of the following best describes the musical style of jazz? Improvisational. What does the term ostinato refer to in a musical accompaniment? Uh, Repeating. That's right. Alright. The next question. What is the conductor's role when cueing an individual performer? Okay, so to signal when performers or sections on when to enter, finish the attempt. 82%. That's not bad. Not bad on these. I'm gonna throw in some really tough questions. Let's do Praxis 511 using technical technology. Let's see if you got anything. Searching the web. Oh, here's a clue. Alright. Okay. Let's do questions. Okay, questions. Let's get to questions. Get straight to the questions. Alright. Let's make it really more interesting. What does MIDI stand for? Let's see how I could get this world. MIDI stands for Musical Interface for Digital Instruments. MIDI transmits which of the following? MIDI transfers recorded sound. Which device converts sound into a digital signal for a computer? Mixer. Which type of the microphone is used in classrooms? Because zero and inhale sound do well. Dynamic. Finality and stability are primarily used for notating and composing music. And I think MuseScore is the other example. Which file contains performance instructions but no actual audio sound? Contains performance instructions but no audio sound. This is gonna be weird. WAV. A teacher wants students to record, edit, and mix tracks digitally. Which tool is most appropriate? Digital audio workstation. GarageBand and Soundtrap are DAWs. Which microphone requires external phantom power? Bass. Which classroom technology allows students to submit compositions and recordings for online assessment? Which classroom technology? Should it be, I think it should be A. Which a teacher wants to record a full band rehearsal and balance each instrument later. What is multi-track? Which of the primary use of MIDI is used for MIDI is louder playback? I'm not sure on this one. What situation demonstrates appropriate technology used for assessment? Recording students for performances for evaluation. A student uses notation software to hear their composition, play it back instantly. This supports auditory feedback. What is the best reason to use a metronome app during rehearsal? To have a steadier tempo. So I had, okay. So what did I get for one? I had A. No, actually B. I had B. I said B. Okay, I was right. What did I say for this one? I thought I recorded sound, but I had that one wrong. So it was B, I believe. Couldn't I find more questions? I'd be stuck. Which I think I had this one. I thought I said C, but it's B. Okay, that's another one. Which of the following is the most? I thought I had C on 4. Oh, it was right. 4 was right. That's a C. Finale, and I had B for 5. I'm pretty sure. Yep. I thought I said 6 to be A. But 6 was C. Okay. Okay, I forgot that was MIDI. Alright, that's okay. I'm looking at these questions. Which was most dull? Okay, I had that one for 7. Okay. I did say A to be B, which, yep, that was right. 9, I did say C, but it's B. Okay. I did say A for 10. Yep, 10 was A. Let's see about this one. I did say B for 11. Yep. 12, I said I thought it's C, but it's B. Okay. A student uses notation software to hear the I said B, so 14 is right. And if that's the reason, I did say B for the last one. Okay. I think this will be the last part. I'm going to put this on my questions later.